$20 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, add Now TV with pay preview. $99 a month included at Now for just $20 a month.
Mom, can we feed the turtles cheese bowl?
No. So today we visited the Turtle Hospital in Marathon in Key West. Putting the opening times on the screen now, and this definitely needs to be booked in advance, as when we got there in the reception area, a lady really wanted to go in. She paid for a taxi to get there. However, they was fully booked for that session, so they don't allow you in at all. When you get there, you are greeted by like the little mini gift shop, and they have loads of information on the turtles. I'll put some images on in a second, and then you go into a little room where they do a talk about all their releases and why they are there, and why they are helping the turtles, and what we can do to help save the turtles as well when we're on the beach. But overall, this is a great experience for both adults and children. We do highly recommend this place.
There right now. He usually likes to stick his flipper out of the water and wave at us, but he doesn't seem to want to do that right now. So Dude is a juvenile green sea turtle in here for tumors. He came in either June or July of last year. We got all of those tumors removed off of him, but he had a few regrowths, so we got those removed. I think he still has a couple left to go, and then he'll be getting released. He was starting to outgrow our smaller tanks, so he moved up to our hurricane tanks. That way he could have some more room to swim around. Now Dude also came in with an old injury. It was completely healed when he came in. It was either a shark attack or a boat strike. So when he comes by to see you guys, you'll notice that he's missing part of one of his back flippers and a little tiny chunk out of his shell. Now if Dude actually does decide to come over and see you guys, he's a very sociable turtle. Actually the virus that's inside of each of their bodies. The only way that it could go from one turtle to another is if one turtle had a parasite and that parasite jumped to another turtle. Loggerheads get to move up here. Our loggerheads and smaller sea turtles actually go in little kiddie pools and get to be dried off during the storm. It is very for all of those turtles. Take them in, rehabilitate them. But the problem is there are more sea turtles than turtle hospitals. So what do? They can't just leave their sick and stranded patients on the beach. That would not be very sensible. So Harbor Motel, and then with it came a very large saltwater swimming pool, and the original idea for the turtle hospital actually came from that pool and the Teen Mutant Ninja Turtles show.
Oh.
Imagine how was that? Let's go see Ben.
That's called Turtle. That's what she was saying. It's you. Yeah, we're going on a boat, man. To look for turtles.
Did you get it? Oh, good picture.
Yeah. A video.
Screenshot the video. Oh yeah, I see it. It's too much water. And dancer with
Our main pool. This is where all of our non-releasable turtles get to live right now. Currently we actually have 16 sea turtles in this larger section, and then in each of those smaller sections we have one loggerhead in each. In the middle section we have Lily, and then on the far side we have little fat Brianna. So in this main pool, all of these, so a lot of our turtles in here do have paralyzed back flippers. You'll see that on a couple of our turtles down there, especially on one turtle by the name of Truck. Alright, feel free to stand anywhere around this air. That is another perfect example of paralysis. All of our turtles in here do have very different bubble butt shapes. Toby here has a slight saddle shape to her bubble butt. Meanwhile, Corey here, he's pretty round. That bubble butt kind of spread around his entire shell. Alright, so our turtles kind of hoard around where they can hear my voice coming from. So that is because they're going to be begging us for food. Now, once the turtles have realized that we are here, which they definitely have realized, why don't we go ahead and feed our sea turtles?
I want to feed it.
Now, it is a 90% plant-based product. The other 10% is seafood-based. So our one loggerhead predator attacked a boat strike and FP tuners. Luckily, though, she did not develop bubble butt, so that's very good for her, but she's still non-releasable. But you will notice that one of his eyes is completely missing, and then in his other eye, he can only see 10% shadows.
He at mine. Move. He at mine. Yeah. Oops. He at mine. Hey, what's water coming out his nose?
Oh, here's April. So April is emerging up to the surface right over there. He will hear the turtle chow drop into the water. If you want to dive over to the ledge, you can drop some turtle chow down in front of him. Just keep the other turtles away, that way he can actually eat it, since he's not exactly the fastest eater.
Walk over there.
Because he can't find it for one thing. But if you drop a whole bunch down in front of him at one time, he'll figure out where it is. This is what I mean by spoiled sea turtles.
You've still got loads.
Look. Oh. I have one more. I'll tell you which ones are my favorite. Then that one and that one.
So both of those guys are in here as washbacks, which basically means that they got stuck on the beach after that storm that they hatched in. We actually actually have a very special cater and tot adoption as well. Unfortunately, we can't bring any of our regular turtles home with us. Those 5 do have to stay here. But with Tater and Tot, you actually do get Brianna here in the corner. And then in the second section, we have another loggerhead. And then across from her, we have Rock, which is actually the turtle, which was up. Came in with transfer. He's got quite a few eye tumors on him. And in this half-covered tent, this is Snap.
You don't have to look in there, there's nothing in there.
If the 3 turtles were allowed to have other types of snacks, not just their romaine lettuce and stuff, their favorite food would probably be Rice Krispie treats. Now in this last thing of
Mum, he's got them near his eyes. Mum! Bet it's hurt. I bet
They're just uncomfortable.
Alright, so it is starting to rain, so this is the end of our program here today. Thank you guys so much for joining.
So afterwards you go back out via the gift shop, and we did buy a few items from here, including a magnet and a teddy. And then after this we went to IHOP restaurant, which was not too far from this place, on the way back to the hotel. Here you can see the food and the price of the bill. So overall, what a fantastic start of our trip to Key West, and we're excited tomorrow to actually head down to the bottom and head down to the downtown city to see what it has to offer. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully see you in part 2.